So you ever heard the game 3-Card Monte? So they have 3 cards and you have to follow one and they mix them around.
Okay.
You know that game? You ever heard of it? No?
Yeah,
It's cool. Make it easy for you. We're gonna use 2 cards. This is the Ace of Spades. Okay. Easy to remember, right? Hold your hand like this for me.
That?
Yeah. Ace of Spades, right there. Okay. Now you're not allowed to cheat because this is a betting game.
Okay.
Okay. Where's the Ace of Spades?
Here.
You sure?
Yeah.
Make sure. Just make sure. I'll let you look. Okay. It's still there. It's still there.
Yeah.
All right. The decoy is the Ace of Clubs. So you have to make sure to follow the Ace of Spades.
Okay.
Okay. So if I come here and I switch it back. So you still have the Ace of Spades because I switched it twice.
Yeah.
You don't believe me, but I did. Look, you still have the Ace of Spades.
Okay.
Right? Okay, watch. This time I'll do it really slow so you can follow it. So now
You have it.
I have the Ace of Spades, right? Okay, so if I take it and put it on top, where's the Ace of Spades?
Here on top.
You sure? Positive?
Yes.
Would you bet $100 on that?
Yeah.
You would?
Hey, it's magic. It's gonna. Yeah.
You didn't even look at the other one. They both changed. They both changed.
They both changed? How? No, I don't want to do this. How did it change? No, do it again. No, one more.
What is good, guys? It is Reed and welcome back to a fun little tutorial. Today I'm going to be teaching something that I wasn't planning on teaching, something a lot of you are familiar with, and that's probably the reason I wasn't going to teach it, but I am going to be teaching the 2-Card Monte. Now the reason I'm deciding to teach this, even though a lot of people know it, is because I've been doing it a lot for my street magic videos. It's my opener, one of my favorite openers. It's an amazing street magic trick, so I do think it's important for me to get that out there, but also I guess the presentation that I do is different and a lot of people really like it. I didn't think it was that different. I just kind of winged that, honestly. This is a trick that I don't even know where I learned it. I just remember seeing it and then I just started doing it. And I don't even remember creating my pattern or anything. It just kind of came to me. So people like it, so I just want to cover it really quick. Give you guys a quick little tutorial on all the moves, the subtleties, and then the pattern and the presentation. What makes this trick such a good opener, such a great street trick. And yeah, so let's get into the trick. So 2-Card Monte is a great trick, very easy, and it's an amazing opener. One, because it's so easy, and two, it hits hard and it has that element of a game. And any trick where you can feel like it's a game or the spectator versus you is always something very captivating that people like. So this trick does take a bit of a setup. It requires the red kings and the black aces. Now these are what I use. I would highly recommend you use the black aces because it's easy for people to remember Ace of Spades as our money card. I like to use a contrasting face card, so you could use the red kings, red jacks, red queens. I just typically use the kings. Now the setup, Ace of Clubs, both kings, and then the ace. So that's, or Ace of Spades. So that's your setup, and that goes on top of the deck. You want to have a break under those 4 cards, and that's how you can start. So, you know, if you need to get a break mid-performance, you just would spread off and get your break. The first thing you're going to do is take that Ace of Spades off the top, still maintaining your break under the 3 cards. And you're going to say, so we're going to play a little bit of a gambling game. Have you ever heard of 3-Card Monte? Usually they'll say no, and I'll say it's the one where they take the 3 cards, mix them up, and you have to follow one. I say, I'm going to be nice. You do 2-Card Monte, so we're only going to use 2 cards, so it's easier for you, okay? Now this is very important. You want to say this is a gambling game, so you're not allowed to cheat, okay? Even though we're not playing for money, people still won't cheat after you say that line. The reason it's important to say that is because you're going to be having them hold the card like this, and for a while, for a good 15 seconds, that's not going to be the ace anymore, and you don't want to risk them turning that card over and checking. So it's very important to establish that no cheating allowed. We're gambling here. You're not allowed to cheat. So you have them hold their hand like this. So palm up with the fingers at the bottom, the thumb on top, and you're just putting the card like this, okay? That's very natural when you're standing. If you have them hold it the other way, it's unnatural, and it's much more natural to flip the card. So make sure you have them fingers, thumb, and then it's natural to hold it like this, and they won't have the instinct to just flip their hand over. It's not as natural. I have them hold it like this, and then I say, what card are you holding? They'll say Ace of Spades, and I'll say, would you be impressed if I already switched it? And then you'll get some kind of funny reaction, and then they'll say yes or whatever. But this also tests to make sure they don't cheat, because if you say, what if I switched it? And they go like this to check, then you can remind them, hey, I said no cheating, it's important, no cheating, you're not allowed to look, right? Most people probably won't flip it because they heard you the first time, but it's a great second round of insurance. So I'll say, do you think I've switched it already? They'll say no, and then I'll see if they are cheat or not. If they don't cheat, then I'll say, okay, take a look, just make sure, just this one time. I'll let them look just to make sure. That's just one last convincer that they're holding onto the ace, okay? It's good for them to see it actually in their hand before you get into it. Now they're holding on to that, and then we're going to do a triple lift. Very easy because we have the break already, so you just turn over those 3 cards as one, and you say, all right, the ace of clubs is the decoy card, so don't let it distract you. Flip the ace of clubs and take off the top card, which is a king. Now you're going to do this little sequence. I say, watch, here's the move. I come in and I switch it once, and you just do it quick like this. You don't do anything, you just literally go like this. You say switch it once, but then I'll switch it again. So now I've switched it back, so you're still holding the ace of spades. It's kind of a funny moment. They don't believe you've switched it, but they also can't check because you said you switched it back. So they're still going to be holding onto the ace. So what I like to do is I'll say, I switched it once, and I switched it back. So now you're still holding the ace of spades. And they'll be like, okay, you did not switch it, but you'll be like, no, seriously, I switched it. I switched it once, and I switched it back. It's just too fast, you can't see. So you play with that, have a little bit of fun, and then I like to have them look again. I'll say, look, you're still holding the ace of spades. And then I'll let them look. Again, it's a nice convincer, they're still holding it, but now I know they're following my instructions, so they won't cheat in a second when it's gonna matter. Then I say, I did switch it. I know you don't believe me, but watch, I'll slow it down this time. And now what you do is you come in and you switch them very slowly. So you push this card in and you pull the bottom one out very slow. You want them to see this switch. Now they're holding onto the king and you have the ace of spades, okay? This is the moment it's important that they obviously don't flip it over. So now you're going to show as a convincer, so you say, look, I actually switched it. Now I have the ace of spades and you have the ace of clubs. Make sure you reiterate they have the ace of clubs. Then what you're going to do is you're going to do a top change for this king, okay? And don't be afraid of the top change. This happens in a very nice motion. As you show the ace, you come back down and you can gesture towards their card as you come like this, okay? So this is like this. And that's when you're going to do the top change. So you come back and this hand comes over, do the top change, and then you can kind of gesture at their card. And it's such a perfect moment. And I do this fully surrounded, never get caught, because it just looks like that. It's what you're doing is they say, so look, I have the ace, and which card do you have? And then you have them say ace of clubs, and the switch is already done, right? So I have the king, I'll say, look, so I switch it really slowly this time. So now I have the ace of spades and you have the ace of clubs. And we're ready to go. And then we've done the switch. Now the 2 aces are over here, the king's here, and I'll take this and I'll place it on top in their hand. So now they're holding both cards, and I just shuffle the aces into the deck just in case. And so as I'm placing the switched out card on top, I say, so look, I'm placing the ace of spades on top, and I reiterate ace of spades. Just because it kind of makes them think, oh, is he tricking me? Is the ace of spades on the bottom? Da, da, da. And I said, if you had to bet all your money, where is the ace of spades? They'll usually say on the top. Then I like to have a little joke. I say, would you bet $100 on that? You'll get yes, you'll get no. You kind of play with them. If they say yes, I'll say, all right, take it out. And then I'll be like, no, I'm kidding. And I'll say, take a look. And usually they'll just turn their hand over, see the 2 kings, and freak out. So that is the trick, guys. Really easy, really simple, but it works so well because it's a gambling sort of thing. People love gambling, people love games. It's really that you versus them kind of thing that people absolutely love when they're trying to beat you, because they want to catch you, they want to beat you. So it's extremely captivating. I would always use the ace of spades as the money card. Make sure you have some of those moments where you let them look to see, what card is in their hand and stuff. So that's my preferred setup. So again, as a quick recap, start with the ace of spades. We explain 3-card Monte, explain we're going to play 2-card Monte because we're a nice guy, but it's a gambling game, so they cannot cheat. Put that in their hand like this, right? So they're holding it like this. And you say, would you be impressed if I already switched that card? And they'll be like, yes or no. You make sure that they don't cheat, and then you say, take a look. They'll look, flip it back. Say, all right, so now we're gonna use the ace of clubs. That's gonna be the decoy card, so don't let it distract you. So I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna switch it once, and I'm gonna switch it back again. So now you still have the ace of spades, right? And they'll be like, yes. And you'll be like, see, you still have the ace of spades. You let them take a look. You say, watch, this time I want to prove to you I'm switching it, so I'm going to do it really, really slow. And you actually switch it. You say, look, so now I have the ace of spades and you have the ace of clubs. So I'll take the ace of spades, I'll leave it on top. So where's the ace of spades? You let them make their guess. You can do a snap if you want or whatever, and do the $100, you know, I'll let you bet $100 kind of joke, and then flip them over and it's the kings. So that is two-card monte. So in terms of some other uses and ideas, I just wanted to say how to set this up on the fly. I do it with a cull. So, you know, if the deck's shuffled, I'll take it back. And I say, I'm gonna use the 2 black aces for this. So what I do is if I see the 2 black aces beside each other, I'm not gonna up jog them, right? I need to cull the kings before I lift the aces. So what you wanna do is you ignore every card and you look for the ace of clubs. Cull the ace of clubs, keep going, and then look for the red kings. Now in this case, there's no red kings on this side of the ace of clubs. So I'll just say, oh, I must have missed it, and go back and start again. Now I see the red kings. I'm gonna cull one, up jog the other, pretending it's an ace. Now I'll go through, look for the final ace of spades, up jog that. Square everything, so now I've put the ace of clubs and one of the kings on top, and now I have the other king and the ace of spades on the bottom. I'll take them out and I say, all right, we'll use the black aces. Don't do that. You take it out and say, all right, we'll use the black aces, and you throw those on top, and now you have your setup, and it looks like you just put the 2 black aces on the top of the deck, right? So there's a couple different scenarios this could happen depending on the different order of the cards, but really you're just going through, look for that ace of clubs. I'll show you just another example just in case it ends up being different. So ace of clubs, cull, red king, cull, up jog, other red king. Like, it needs to be in this order. It needs to be ace of clubs, red king, and then I'll keep going, but I know I've already passed the ace of spades, so I'll say, oh, I must have missed it. There it is. All right, we'll use these 2 cards. In this case, the ace of spades is on the top, so I'll just say, all right, we'll use these 2 aces and I'll leave them on the top of the deck. And that's just a little move to switch the order. So if the ace of spades happen to be in front of the king when you do the strip out, you just take the king towards you and you just say, all right, we'll leave that ace there and that ace there. You know, if you even want to. I usually just set it up beforehand, but it's just a way to do it on the fly. So you get that set up real quick and then you go into it. You know, I want to just emphasize how great of an opener this is because of how easy it is, how captivating it is, and it's just super awesome, guys. 2-card monte. I absolutely love it. All right, guys, that is it for me. I just finished a big filming session, 5 tutorials, a couple of trick performances. I am tired, so I hope you guys enjoyed these videos. I'm sure you will enjoy them. They'll be coming out in the next few weeks. But yeah, that's 2-card monte, one of my favorites, one of my go-to openers. You guys gotta try it. Super easy, really practical, amazing street magic trick. So yeah, I want to welcome the new subs. I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you for all of the support. The channel is growing like crazy recently, so I'm super excited for that. And yeah, with all that said, guys, don't forget to like the video, drop me a comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.